Yeah. Check it out. YouTube.
KUBE 93.
KUBE93.com.
Your boy Vinnie the Pooh for KUBE93.com, and it's like an important time of the year, obviously, and this video blog is like the most important I ever did. I am sitting with Michelle Gregoire, the daughter of Governor Gregoire. How you doing, Michelle?
I'm good. I'm good.
We're just talking off camera a little bit. Homegirl is like a mad chill person, and I appreciate you coming down today and to kind of set the record straight about some of the issues and things that your mom kind of wants to get out during this election. Because what's today? Thursday? You got into what, Tuesday? So we got to get on the ball, definitely. So what would you say some of the biggest things that your mom is kind of rerunning for?
Definitely, I think, obviously, with the state of our national economy, economy is huge.
Mm-hmm.
And here in Washington State, we've actually been fortunate. Some of the things that she's been working so strongly for over the past 4 years with respect to job growth as well as the future of our economy. And this, what we're talking about is a green economy. And so she's made this pledge investing in over 25,000 new green collar jobs, which is a new type of economy. And I don't know if you saw, but Al Gore was in town last week, and he did a fundraiser for my mom, and he talked about how here in Washington State we have the right type of growth, the perfect setting for this green economy, which will take us into the future. But we've started seeing here the effects of the national economy and what's going on.
Definitely.
And we haven't seen it hit as hard here because our state economy has been so strong. And so, you know, with respect to that, we're starting to see people lose their jobs. I think closest to home was WAMU.
Yeah, that was scary.
And so I think that, but you know, we are fortunate here in Washington compared to other states across the nation. Our foreclosure rate is nearly half of the national average.
Really?
Yeah. And our but we're starting to see it trickle in, and I think what's important is a strong leader taking us into the future, especially in the next 4 years with the problems that we're facing. Also with respect to education, she understands the future of our kids and how important that is, and she understands investing in education is very much a top priority, as well as our environment, and tying these in with what we're talking about, the green economy.
Definitely. So all good points. So I'm gonna just let you know, like, personally, it's so easy to get caught up with like the presidential candidates. Like, I know everything Obama's talking about. I know everything McCain's talking about. So it could be easy to kind of overlook, I guess, what the governors and the governor candidates are wanting to talk about. If you or your mother could say one thing to like a newer voter, so let's say 18, 19-year-old had just registered, I'm gonna vote for Obama, I'm gonna vote for McCain, but I don't know anything about the governors, you feel me? What would you feel like the Gregoire campaign would want to let them know?
Yeah.
Who might not know anything about it, you know, what's really going on?
Yeah. Well, I think Michelle Obama came and did a fundraiser here in Washington for my mom. And I think she left a message that was clear to me, and it stuck with me and will stick with me and through Tuesday and beyond, is that Obama's talking about change and a certain type of change. And, you know, there's a lot of candidates talking about change, but the type of change Barack Obama is talking about is what he has even said is the type of change we've seen in Washington State with the leadership of Governor Gregoire with respect to healthcare, education, the environment, our economy. And, you know, that really stuck with me. Michelle Obama left me with that message, and what we've been trying to talk to voters about is this need for a partnership. And Governor Gregoire has been here in Washington State with an administration back in D.C. that didn't exactly agree on a lot of the policies she was trying to push through, but having a partner back in D.C. with Barack Obama, and Barack Obama having a partner in Washington State, they can really move forward on these top key issues with respect to healthcare, etc. So I think that is definitely the message that we are, you know, trying to get to these young voters is the importance of having this partnership.
Sorry, we're in a radio station. Crazy things go on.
But this partnership and how it's so important as youth, as a newly registered voter, to vote. I mean, this is my second presidential election I get to vote in, and so it's pretty exciting. I'm 23, and so just the importance of voting.
That was like my next question, because I don't know if a lot of people noticed, but it was the 2004 election for governor. Let's see, it was like the first vote. Actually, Dino Rossi came out on top, and I believe there was a recount, and he came back out on top. But in this state, it comes down to the hand counted vote, and then your mom came out on top, but like by 150 some odd votes, like
133.
Yeah, 133. You know, so like when people say, oh, my vote doesn't count, it does. So definitely get out and vote for your presidents, vote for your judges and whatnot, but definitely get your vote out for the governors too. What would you have to say about the people about like what I was just kind of saying, like my vote doesn't count, it's not gonna matter anyway, like.
Yeah, well, I think my mom's been out in the public, and she's saying, I think I know more than anyone. It was the closest race in our U.S. history, and that every vote does count. It was the first count showed Rossi on top in 2004, and then there was a required state recount, and so it was recounted again, and then the margin actually came down to within a very even smaller margin, and so the Democratic Party paid for a recount, and that was the last possible situation. They paid for it. She came out actually 129 votes, and then it was taken to court, and we gained 4 more votes, so 133 was the final margin.
4 votes, like that's you, your cousin, and your 2 partners, like. Vote, you feel me? Like, so it's crazy.
It's crazy, and it's funny because there's this new perspective here in Washington, even on the campaign, is we talk to voters that call in, and everyone is so key in contacting every individual voter because we understand the importance of every vote does count. And so, take pride when you vote, and understanding that this is your way of voicing your opinions, your passion. And so, I mean, I get excited. I have to admit, I haven't turned in my ballot yet, but it's sitting right there on my kitchen table, and I look at it every night.
No doubt.
So, I'm excited to send that in.
Really? So, a quick question, because I don't know. Does your mom get to vote? Can your mom vote for herself?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Seeing your name on the ballot? Myself? Okay, so
I have to admit, 2004, my dad, myself, my sister wasn't there, and my mom, though, we sat around the kitchen table in the morning together and filled out our ballots.
Voted on. Yep. So, quick question. Obviously, we work at KUBE 93, #1 station in the state. Thank you, by the way.
Yeah.
What do you think your mom's favorite song is?
I know what her favorite song is.
Really? Is it anything we play, you think?
There's been a remix, I think, about it, but Louie.
Okay, so nothing we would play, but we're still humming. What's your favorite song? Just
my favorite song?
Sorry to put you on blast.
Oh, man.
And if it's nothing we don't play, don't trip. Like, we're not going to not vote for your mom or nothing. But
I think I have, like, favorite bands.
What's your favorite band? Just curiosity.
Well, I'm a big Dave Matthews fan.
There you go.
But then I'm also Death Cab from Bellingham.
For sure.
So
Michelle Gregoire keeps it local. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. This is great.
Taking time out of your busy day to come down and talk to people of KUBE93.com, and thank you.
Yeah.
And can I come over for lunch at the
Governor's Mansion?
Yes. Something like lunch, dinner, like a pizza or something.
Yeah.
I'm going to the mansion side. Talk to you later. KUBE93.com.
Check it out. YouTube
KUBE 93.
KUBE93.com.